that is interior. Then we go into the motion design, which we call animation and multimedia design. So people who want to do animation, videography, photography, motion graphics, and graphics are all in that section. Then we have the audio production, and then lastly we have the visual communication, which whereby we have web design, social media marketing, graphics design, normal graphic design, advertising and publication, and many other things. I cannot break them down here for you because of the time, but those are some of the things that we look at.
Okay, so of course we know that most of us don't actually know that there is so much money in interior designing.
You sure?
Yeah. First of all, what is interior designing? And I'm taking on the shoes of a random normal person in rural Lusaka. They do interior designing every day because they arrange their houses and all that. But most of them don't know that okay, that is studied and someone actually earns from it. Of late, we are seeing so many young ladies and young men going into fashion as something that never used to happen. You meet someone and say, okay, what are you doing? He said, I'm studying fashion. You know, what do you want to do? I'm doing fashion. Whether or not they do nice clothes or nice things is something different, but at least they've taken trouble to join. How can one earn from design?
I'll give a general perspective of everything. One of the things, the reason why people say these things are not paying is simply because we don't know what to go through to earn. Before you do anything, one of the things, are you qualified to do what you're doing? Because most cases we are given peanuts because we feel people think they're not qualified. So if you feel this is your passion, I would advise somebody to join art school. It may not be art field, it may be somewhere else. If you're trained enough and you have the capabilities, because as other sections, whether music or what, you need to train to know the basics. That if you go ahead to pitch to a client, you have reason why you're pitching and you know how much you have to earn out of it.
Let me tell you one thing that is common in this area. There are so many young girls, senior 4, senior P7, whatever class. The phrase is ajasomba okutunga. Let him go and learn how to sew. Sew. Okutunga ebyalani. Ajayiga okutunga. So when you finish okutunga, you go to village X, you have a sewing machine, you sit and you start waiting for people to bring your clothes to mend, do this and this and this and this. Of course, I know sewing is an aspect of a small, really, maybe first day of class. You know, you learn how to use this machine. Inside her, she's in fashion. I want you to take this girl through the steps of how does she earn from design. Imagine you explain to this girl who is in PS3, she went to Yago Kutunga, she Ainechalani. Take her through the steps of how does she earn money from design.
Okay, I will say I have like 3, 4, 5 steps that we can go through to reach this person. The first thing, as I said, study. The person has studied, as you said, they have learned how to make what we call textile design. That is what they do. So after that, what next? The reasons why people don't earn our own weaknesses. One, if you go back to the village and you're working alone, you may not earn. So what do? Get to the people that can get you to where you want to go. Join organizations. I'm not talking only about people who do fashion, even people who do photography and other things. Get to an area whereby you'll be recognized by other people. That if you want to go and get, the government, for example, is giving out tenders to make masks. You know that, right?
Yeah, sure.
So only people that were organized in groups, only people that had a chance to bid for these jobs got the money. You get me? So let these girls get out of the village and then know where to get these people from. 3, professionalism. With designers and other things, I'll give you an example. Tailor, you tell them, do this for me. They don't do it for you on time. Photographers, you tell them, okay, you do my photos, get them by tomorrow. You get them after a week. So if they don't learn to be professional, the other people will be taking. You have ever seen how people say that, okay, this guy is expensive, but he delivers on time, and people will go there.
Just to pick on from that, and we're going to continue with that expansion after this professionalism, and just to re-echo what Paul has been saying in Lusoga, you go to school, you earn whatever certification you have, and then you go to the village, and then you sit alone under a tree, and you start crying how there are no opportunities. So Paul is telling us, I need to cover tuveeyo mu kyalo noonye tulekere okuba twenka, tunoonye abantu betusobola okolagana nabo abali mu ituluba lyaife ery'okutunga ebyalandi, oba whatever you're doing, whatever business you're doing. Nekindi, you talked about professionalism. It is a normal occurrence. I know that it happens in other parts of the country. Into people of byalani, abatunzi, they don't deliver on time. You get it?
Yeah.
Mechanics and tailors, they don't deliver on time. You take a shirt and please pick it up after like 3 months, and somehow it becomes a tradition, and people don't come back the second time because you made them wait. So another lesson we are picking from Paul Olaleero is professionalism. Different. That's how you're going to make money. We are answering the question of how can you earn from your art. The first thing that we studied, the question you answered is, what is art and design? Whatever you're involved in, is art. Design is when you choose it. I'm going to Kunjako Langaito. There's a group in Buenda. They do shoes. These are African slippers. They do shoes. So basically, they're involved in art and design at a commercial level. You get it? So we are telling you, how do you earn from this? There's professionalism, and get out of Buenda. Go and join professional groups. Join a community of people that are doing those things, so that you learn from them. You get opportunities. You can know where you're going wrong, or you can see how what you're not doing right. Most of the things that put you guys behind is you thinking when you go and share what you're doing, then you're sharing your opportunity, then you're going to lose out. Someone else is going to do it. So I just thought I should re-echo that for better understanding of my people. So you can proceed on how do you earn from, say, professionalism. What was the last point you made?
So as from actually what you just said, I'll say showcase your work. Yeah. Okay. The challenge we have with the designers and artists, they feel that if they showcase what they do, they are going to lose out. I'm going to give you an example. Have you watched Katoto?
Yes.
So Katoto began as a non-commercial business. Yeah. One of the guys who do Katoto is one of our part-time lecturers at field. So they began as non-commercial. They started doing Museveni and other things and the cow. But right now, those guys are earning a lot of money because people realized they can do 2D animation. So adverts and everything, animations are going to Richard's studio because they showcase. I'll give you Swenge an example. They began non-commercial. He's here in Busoga. But right now he's on Bukede TV, right? So showcase your work. Get out of there. As I said, join groups who can help you showcase what you do. People will never know that you do something.
I'll give you an Katoto. I don't know whether I should be saying this on air. I don't know if I'm professional or not. But I'm being pushed by what you've said on how they began. Do you know how much they charge for a 10-second animation work?
Yes, I do, because we deal with animation. So I'll tell these people a simple animation could cost 6 million currently.
I don't know. I think I should not say that, but it's a huge money.
Yeah, I know.
Huge money. And don't even our people in listen to us know what animation is. If you don't know, and later on the show we are going to tell you where to go to learn these things, so that you know what. But there's a lot of money in animation. Simple things that you may think take 2 minutes to do, a man goes away with one piece of work and he has worked for the whole year. So anyway, please proceed.
So after, if you feel that there's a challenge with your professionalism, you can go and study with these things. You go and study. Then, what I'm going to tell other artists, apart from showcasing work, is portfolio development. They have to understand that as an artist, you don't come and tell me that I can do a shirt. You have to show me what you've done. So what do they have to do is to always keep their portfolios, that I've done this work, I've kept it here. So that's why schools are there. That if you don't know how to make these things, go and study. How do I make my portfolio? How the way you make CVs, you will not walk into somebody's company without your CV. But as an artist, I need to exactly see what you do. So after you showing me what you do, I can give you a job, or I can give you a tender or something. The other thing they have to do is they should start being sorry for themselves. Every time they're complaining that as artists, they are not caring about us, government, other things, yet you can get out of that closet and earn out of the art that you do.
Well, I mean, you guys, for